Good morning, everybody, and welcome to something that I hope I can make a staple on the Cardiac Cards YouTube channel every Wednesday. You will see me on here you'll see me on here every week. Hopefully every Wednesday moving forward. Health may impact a few of our plans and whatnot, but what I wanted to do is that every week I wanted to hop on here. I'm gonna hop on the show first. What we're gonna end up doing is I'm going to sort of look at my phone. We're gonna go over the top players from every fantasy matchup of Week 15. And then, as a bonus treat, for those of you that don't watch my Twitch streams, we started the Baseball Heaven franchise Offseason on Monday. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of that today as well. We're gonna go a little bit farther into the off season. I'm gonna ask my people in chat what they think I need. And we'll talk about the moves that I need to make there and stuff as well. And then I'm gonna hop on for a little bit of Master Duel at the end of the stream. I'm gonna run my Dark Magician deck, maybe in a couple duels of ranked, to see how I do. So that's sort of how my plan's gonna go for the stream. It may not work. It may work. It may not work. I'm totally okay with either or. If it doesn't work, then either I'll drop the day from my schedule, or I'll go back to Twitch, or on Wednesdays, or again, I'll just erase the day from my schedule. That way I can still have my Football Fridays on Twitch. I can have my Throwdown Thursdays here on YouTube. And then I could have my Saturday, Monday streams on Baseball Heaven over on Twitch. But I want to do something. So we're just going to experiment and just sort of see where it goes. So, first things first. We're going to hop into the Week 15 matchups. We will start with our highest point getter of the week. So, for total points scored in Week 15, that honor goes to Flawless Victory, who had 514 points. And he beat Trees Elite, who had 293. Now, we're going to get into the higher scores of each team. So, I'm going to head into roster control. We're going to head to the Boston Red Sox. Because Flawless Victory's best player of the week was Red Sox pitcher Jake Bennett. He had a total of 49 points. He pitched 13 innings, no wins, no losses, but definitely got himself a lot of points. His best hitter and this is in about a week and a half stretch. But we get to go to Pittsburgh for this next player. His best hitter. And I'm probably going to need to adjust where my camera is. So give me a minute here. We're going to... Hey, what's up, Buell? How you doing? I figured I'll use the show to go over some of our results from this week. Show off some of the best players. I'll probably do the top. I'll do... how do I want to do this? Depending on how players are, I think we'll just sort of see... We'll just sort of see where we go from here. But yeah. This man. Esmeralda Valdez. Valdez, who had a hell of a week and a half. He had 45 points. He was 10 of 34 with 6 home runs and 15 RBIs for the Pirates. An excellent week for him. Now we go into... We're going to go to your Tigers for the next guy, who Micah had. By the way, Micah last week had 514 points to lead everybody in the league. Been better. I'm good, but they made a decision on the dating thing at work. It's going to put a... It's going to put a hurt on us. It already showed last night. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. We're going to the Tigers for the next one. And he had Troy Melton? Melton for him had 41 points. He tossed 11 innings, got a win for his 41. Then, I think I'll do everybody above 30 points. I think that's fair. I'll go over everybody who had above 30 points for each team, which will then give us pretty much maybe a 5-player breakdown. Thomas is the best, hardest working lead I've ever had. Yeah, he's making dumb decisions with that girl, but he improved this shift overall. Oh, so I'm assuming they got rid of him then, huh? They're sending him to the Lima Road store. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that I don't particularly know about what's happening at my place of work right now. I was assuming that I was going to try to leave the store. Now there's apparently talk that I might not, and now I don't know what's going on, and I really, at this point, just don't want anything to do with it at this point. But I'm not going to get into all that here. I'm just irritated by it all, to be completely honest. Okay. Yeah, I said Milton, who pitched 11 innings, got a win at 41 points. All right, next guy for Micah. We're going to Toronto. Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease had a hell of a week. He had 36 with his 8 innings pitched in his win. And then, well, I forgot Micah had the number 1 pick, so everybody knows who he picked number 1. People that leave until his transfer is processed. He was supposed to be there last night, but couldn't be, so I got no help. So I got no helping frozen. The grocery didn't get done. Oh boy. Well, the guy runs half a grocery by himself. He works like a maniac. And obviously, Micah also had Shohei Ohtani, who got 34 points for Micah last week. Well, over the past couple weeks. 11 for 36 with 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, and 6 runs scored. And again, sorry if you're going to see me look at my phone throughout here, but I want to make sure I get these scores right. And again, we're going to go over people that have scored over 30. If there's people from teams who didn't get over 30, then I'll say 25. And that's it for Micah's team. But Micah had 514, and he won his matchup against Trees Elite, who had 293. His best player. And I'm really glad I get to go to this team and this guy. Going pitching. Hunter Green was his best player of the week with 54 points. He pitched 13 innings, 1 walk. Also, Trees Elite also had this guy. We have to go to Atlanta. Gotta go to pitching. And Chris Sale. For some reason, allowing to have that off. He works through breaks, so he's constantly working. Yeah, I kind of know how that feels. Constantly working at the typical cardboard manager that sits in the office all night. Yeah, it's always nice to have those. Trees Elite had Chris Sale, who got him 41 points, got him 10 innings pitched and a win. And then Mason Miller had 3 saves for 4 innings pitched and had him 31 points. I will, however, go over their best hitter if they don't have a hitter that got above 30. So for him, his best hitter last week all right, we need to go to the Yankees. And his best hitter was Jose Caballero. He had a total of 17 points. He went 7 of 29 with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. But Micah got the win on that one. Next matchup. New York Evil Empire. Big win. Big win for our buddy Adam. He won in his matchup against David's Daring team. Adam got 356 points. And Buell, I know you're going to like this. His top scorer, Tardik Skubal. He had 56 points total. He pitched 17 innings with a loss, but he had 56 points. So far, that's actually the leader in the clubhouse. That'll probably change by the time we get through the matchups. But, wow, that was his best hitter? Holy crap. Okay, I didn't expect that. We gotta go to Kansas City. His best hitter, none other than Lane Thomas. Yeah, that's right. Lane Thomas, who had 43 points. He went. Is that 14 for 38? Yeah. Yeah, I got back from injury, pitcher, stuff like that, like that washed up out as St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis legend, Lane Thomas. It does help when you have 4 home runs and you drive in 10. And that was his top pitcher and top hitter, so we really don't need to go over that because he didn't get anything over 30 other than that. Dave's Daring Team. Ooh, okay. We're going to Houston for his top player. Peter Lambert. 44 points. He had 12 innings pitched, a win. And a win. And then... Okay, we get to go over 2 more of his players. We get to go to the Guardians. Oh my God. All right. He had, and I like that I get to do this in the show. That way it sort of gives me an attributes look and to see how they would do in the show. Eventually, I think what I want to do at the end of the year is I would have put everybody's, fantasy teams on their favorite team and then sim a season and then see how everybody does. I think that would be fun based on how everybody's doing at the end of the year. Yeah, but he had Chase DeLauder. He had 34. 11 for 34, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, 3 runs scored. And then his other person that we get to talk about, we get to go to the Nationals. As he had C.J. Abrams. Huge week for Abrams. Or a huge couple weeks there for Abrams. He was 12 of 20. Oh no. 12 of 35, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. And then that's everybody over 30 for that one. So we're through our first 2 matchups already. And then Adam Cole Bebe ended up beating Truckin'. 286 to 236. And okay, so I'm going to get, like I said, with the rule earlier, if they didn't have anybody over 30, then I'm going to give them their top hitter and I'm going to give them their top pitcher. That way we can sort of move this thing along. But we get to go to Colorado for Bebe's player. He had, there he is, Jake McCarthy. He went 13 for 36, a home run, Looks like 8 RBIs and 5 runs scored for his 28 points. And then his best pitcher... I want to make sure I have this right. Yeah, okay. His best pitcher, we get to go to the Athletics. JT Ginn. Watch the Dodgers Phillies on HBO Max before work. Ugly game in the rain. Wheeler pitched to Basig, but they still... Still losing 2-1 because you know it's the Dodgers, right? Now, we've got JT Ginn, who was his best pitcher of the week, or of that week and a half. Okay, I'm just going to say for week 15, because I'm getting really tired of that. For week 15 of the league, he went 14 and 2/3 innings with a win, got him 20 points. So there you go. Truckett's best hitter. And, okay, best hitter and pitcher. We go to the same team. Oh, and shock, surprise, surprise, it was the Cubs for both. Alex Bregman was Truckett's best hitter. 8 for 36, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, and 3 runs scored for his 31 points. And... okay, they tied for best pitcher. Boo, Cubs. Right? He had Shoto Imanaga, who had 27 points. He had 12 innings pitched and a win. And then we had 2 embarrassment Valdez last night. Dude didn't get out of the first inning. Yeah, don't worry. I felt kind of the same about Libator. Libator, I think, gave up 5 in the first inning, and we never recovered from that against the Angels. Oddly enough, Libator is actually on the trading block in Baseball Heaven. More on that here in a bit once I get out of the results, because I'm going to actually do some of the Baseball Heaven offseason. And Buell, if you wanted to hang around for Master Duel, wait till the end, wait till about the end of stream here. I'm going to try to zip through these results, do a little bit more of the offseason, and then I want to hop into Master Duel, because I do want to do 2 duels with the Dark Magician deck. Somebody please come get Valdez. Hey, you guys were the ones that paid him that money. I was genuinely shocked at that too, because I was just sort of like, okay, well you're paying. It's like, okay, well you're paying Valdez at the same time that Screwball wants a contract extension, and that always felt weird to me. Oh yeah, we're going to Milwaukee because his other pitcher was Jacob Mizorowski. It seems like the next big thing here. He had also 28 points with 7 innings and a win in his outing. So those were Trucking's best players. We got 5 more matchups to go. We got to try to speed run some of these next ones. Witt Cosmopolitan. Best pitcher baseball is the Miz. It's not even close, man. The dude's throwing 105, like, consistently. Now, it does make you wonder about how long his arm's gonna last, but as long as his arm lasts, he's the best pitcher in baseball, and it's not even close. Like, it's generally not even close. Witt's Cosmopolitan won his matchup against Wicked Hyenas. 459 to 347. So let's see who Witt Cosmopolitan had. Ooh, we get to go over 6 players for Witt. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to Philly for the first one. His best player of the week, Jesus Luzardo, who had 54 points. 12 innings pitched, only 1 earned run allowed, for a total of 54 points. Oh, don't worry, we're not done with pitching. His next pitcher had 51. We're going to the Minnesota Twins and Ty Bradley, who had 51 points in 14 innings pitched. His best hitter. Oh, we're going to Slam Diego. Hi, Ty France. You delivered with 42 points last week, or in week 15. He was 11 of 24, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, 7 runs scored. Absolutely amazing week for Ty France. Out in the Bay. Okay, we're going to another pitcher. We're going back to the Chicago Cubs. We're going to Matthew Boyd. Uh, 20, or not 20, my God. He had 37 points. He pitched 12 and a third innings and got 37 points. So over a couple starts. Oh, we also get to stay on this Cubs team for their hitter. Japanese legend, if you will, Seiya Suzuki had 34 points. He was 12 of 34, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 8 runs scored. One more pitcher. And we're headed to Minnesota again. Bailey Ober. Bailey Uber? Ober? 10 and a third innings pitched and a win and 31 points. Okay, now we're going to Wicked Hyenas, who lost his matchup, but had 2 players over 30. And we get to start with the Giants, it looks like. So let me see. Yep, there we go. Latin Roop? Yeah, Roop. He had 50 points. He pitched 15 innings, allowed 1 earned run. I wrote from my hometown. Oh, wow, that's awesome. See, we're learning things about each other on this stream too, everyone. It's not just, oh, hey, boring dude just playing video games. We've learned a bit. Like I said before, me and Truckin found out that we both went to a WrestleMania together, which I still feel is super wild now that I think about it. But we were both in the house for WrestleMania 22 in Chicago 20 years ago, which is absurd. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, we have to go to the Guardians again. I really like this because this keeps me active and it lets me look up my phone and stuff. Gavin Williams was his other pitcher with 36 points, 13 innings pitched and a win. 36 points for him. Someone mentioned trucking. I did. We just found out that one of the pitchers that that had one of the better weeks in Week 15 in our fantasy league is actually from Buell's hometown. And then I said, hey, we're learning a lot about each other on these streams. It's not just me playing video games. And then I said something about how you and I both went to WrestleMania 22 20 years ago. I wish at that point I still had a lot of pictures from that. I don't know if I took any pictures when I went to that show. All right, and his best hitter. I think I need to go to Boston, so we're going to go to the Red Sox. Canadian Rafaela, who was his best hitter with 27 points. He went 12 of 44 with a home run, 5 RBIs, and 7 runs scored. So, Truckin', you're here, so I'll explain what we're doing here. We're going to go over the matchups. Pretty much everybody above 30 on each team will go over their stats for the week. Pitchers, it won't let me get extremely detailed on their stats because it's not going to show that much on my phone. So what we're going to do is I'll go over the stat lines for that. We're going to continue in the offseason of Baseball Heaven as a little bonus to the YouTube side of things because they don't get to see Baseball Heaven a lot. So we're gonna try to have our Baseball Heaven roster sort of shaped by the time that we get done with stream today. And then, because I did tell Buell and a few people I was going to do this on stream today, where I'm going to play some Master Duel. And I'm going to probably play 2 online matches with my favorite card. I'm a huge fan of the Dark Magician, so I've made a Dark Magician deck, and I'm going to go into Master Duel at the end of stream for a couple ranked duels, and we'll just show you where it goes. If I win, if I lose, doesn't matter. I just want to try to be able to play with the deck and show off the deck a little bit. So that is the plan. And now we can head to our next matchup. We're zipping through these matchups now. Oh! Baltimore Sharks got his first win. There we go. The 14-game losing streak is over. Baltimore Sharks beat Strong. Dark Magician has come a long way since the initial launch. It hasn't come long enough. I'll explain that more when we get to Master Duel. I am a Dark Magician player by heart. I am actually looking forward to what Dark Magician's going to be able to do in the future. September is going to be a big month for the Dark Magician. I'll say that. They've got some new cards coming out for Dark Magician that's going to help it. But I'll get into more of that on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Part of the stream. Baltimore Sharks' best hitter and best player Okay, well, ironically enough, two of his players are on the same team, but we have to head to Slam Diego first. Oh, by the way, guys, you know who's starting to come to life? This man, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's been on a heater as of late. He went 11 for 39 with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and I believe 8 runs scored. Don't mind Fernando nearly hitting one about 480 feet the other night. He's having a pretty big second half of the season so far. Oh, while we're at it, while he isn't the top pitcher, seeing he's on the same team, I'm gonna just stay here. Michael King for Baltimore Sharks had 30 points, 11 innings pitched and a win. And then his best pitcher, we have to go to the Guardians. For their closer, Cade Smith, who got him 33 points, 5 innings pitched. He got him a win with 33. Now we go to O Strong, who had 242 points total, but his best player of the week was Yankee closer David Bednar. David Bednar. 34 points. Again, 5 2/3 innings with a couple wins for his 34. I'm really excited about his best hitter. Okay, we're going to Milwaukee. His best hitter, Joey Ortiz. He went 11 of 35. Oh, no. Yeah, 11 of 35, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, 6 runs scored for 29 points. With that being said, we will move on to the next matchup as we are starting to move along here. My team lead, Alex, and her striped sluggers beat the ever-loved hell out of Bullet Club's Elite. It was 428 to 230. And let me just say, this has been the best starting pitcher we've seen so far. We're going to run down striped sluggers pitching. Are actually their best players. Best player, Zach Wheeler. Absolutely no doubt. 63 points. 13 innings pitched and earned run. 63 points. Then we're headed to the Chicago White Sox for the next one. Sean Burke. 56 points, 13 2/3, and only 1 earned run. Her best hitter puts a smile on my face. We're going to St. Louis. Hello, Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker, 12 of 41, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, 9 runs scored, and a home run derby championship, which obviously does not count towards anything in fantasy, but you knew I was going to point that out being a Cardinal fan. And her last player that got 30 or above, we're going to the trash can merchants themselves. We're going to Houston. It wouldn't matter for this dude. Yordan Alvarez had 30 points with 11 of 35, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 3 runs scored, 3 runs scored. And she beat Bullet Club's Elite, who we really only get to talk about 2 dudes. We have to go to Arizona for his best player of the week. St. Louis legend. Orange Dutch affiliates. Orange top. Yeah, this guy's back from injury. Pitcher like himself again. I don't know why it repeated messages from before. But Merrill Kelly had 34 points. We had 12 innings pitched and a win with 34 points. His best hitter is somebody who I actually like the fact that Atlanta got in the offseason. Oh, is he hurt? Oh, is he not on their 25 man? Okay, well, never had to do this before. Let's go to manage roster real quick. Okay, where the heck is he? Oh, okay, there he is. Mike Yastrzemski. He went 5 of 13 with a homer and 6 RBIs and 5 runs scored for 20 points. And that was Bullet Club's Elite's best hitter. And because they only had one person over 30, we are going to move on to our next matchup. "99 problems, but a bomb ain't one." Barely won his matchup against Arizona Rattlers. Closest game of the week by far. Garrett's team won 361 to 352. And a ridiculously close matchup. I will say, it's about as close as it's going to get. He had 3 players over Garrett's team had 3 players over 30. So we are going to go to the first one, which is the New York Yankees. Cam Schiller? Did a great job. 49 points. And he was the top person in this matchup, too. He had 19 innings pitched and a win for 49 points. Oh, guess what? We're staying on this team for their best hitter, which was Ben Rice, who had 47 points. Oh, he had a hell of a week. 15 to 38, 5 home runs, 12 RBIs, 6 runs scored. And his last person over 30, and I knew this was happening based off of one particular game this dude had. We're going to go to Pittsburgh, and I remember hearing about this. Ryan O'Hearn had probably one of the better offensive games I had seen from a Pirate player in a while. And it definitely chalked up to his 32-point week. He went 7 of 31, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs, 6 runs scored for 31 points. And now we're going to go over Arizona Rattlers' best players. We're going back to Atlanta. Drake Baldwin, 46 points, 17 of 38, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, 8 runs scored. A lot of hitters. We do have a pitcher. However, we're also going to go down to the Reds for his next hitter. Hello, Ellie De La Cruz. You had 38 points. 13 of 37, 3 home runs, 4 RBIs, 10 runs scored, though. And we have a couple more players, and then we're on to our next matchup. We got to go to Boston for the next one. But no, how's everybody doing this week? Peyton Toll, 38 points, 9.2 innings and a win, 9 2/3 innings of a win for 38 points. And then another hitter who got over 30. We're going to Arizona to round out his stats. And, yep, Gabriel Moreno. But to continue watching the King of the Hill new season. Yeah, that's right. King of the Hill is, that actually launched Sunday, right? Yeah, that launched on Hulu. And for those of you that are into Fox cartoons, I guess Futurama's launching August 4th. So there's definitely a lot of Hulu, or as I say, the home for failed TV shows to be revived. Oh, you started watching yesterday? Okay. Yeah, Gabriel Moreno for Arizona Rattlers had 31 points. He went 16 of 38 with 4 RBIs, 7 runs scored, and 3 doubles. So that was that matchup. We got 3 more matchups to go. And Buell, I'm sorry that you lost to Swanson. I actually wanted to see you pick up the W on that one. Good God. Okay. Well, that was Swanson's top scorer. Paul Skeebs. 18 and a third innings pitched for 50. For 57 points. Okay. Milwaukee. We got to go to Milwaukee for the next one. Yep, Shane Duran. Yep, Duran. He went 18 and a third with a loss, but also had 44 points. Oh, God dang it. Okay, well, his pitching absolutely killed it. His hitting didn't do him a lot from the looks of it. His next player over 30 was Sonny Gray of the Boston Red Sox. We'll see for how long. 12 innings pitched for 35 points. And his best hitter... Oh, good. We're staying at least in Boston. Yeah, Caleb Durbin. He had 25 points for him with 12 out of 37, a home run, 6 RBIs, and 7 runs scored. Buell, your best player. Well, actually, we get to stay here. Aroldis Chapman got you 32 last week. 4 innings pitched, a win, a hold for 32 points. Your best hitter comes from Kansas City, oddly enough. Not good closer, best player, right? Nick Lofton was your best hitter. He had 22 points for you. In week 15, he went 10 for 35, a home run, 4 RBIs, and 6 runs scored. And that, yeah, yeah, that was your best hitter. I don't know what to tell you. And flat four-seamer gets the... Oh, my God. Wow, we have a lot to go over for flat four-seamer. I was gonna who? That's fair. I didn't know who he was either. Okay, so flat four-seamer, who is our best team in the league. Oh, and thank you, Mr. Law, for the subscribing to the channel. It is much appreciated. What we got here, flat. Okay, guys. Well, flat four-seamer has 7 players that we have to go over for the fantasy matchup in week 15. His best player. Wow. Well, this isn't a shocker, but we're going to the Nationals. Hi, James Wood. He went 11 of 34, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs, a double, and 47 points. Don't worry, we're not leaving Washington for a hot minute here, because their best... Yeah. There we go. Foster Griffin was his best pitcher with 14 innings and a walk for 45 points. Oh, okay. Neat. We have to go to the Mets. There we go. Christian Scott went 10 2/3 of innings with a win. He had 42 points for him. And we're not going too far, because also add 42 points for Nolan McLean, who went 12 innings and got a win for his 42 points. Okay, going to Boston for the next player. Guys, I swear we'll be off of him soon, but he still has a few more players for us to go over. Wilyer Abreu. My goodness. 39 points. He went 10 to 37. 5 home runs. 8 RBIs. 8 runs scored for his 39 points. We got 2 more. And we're headed back to the Mets, apparently. For Juan Soto, who had 34 points. He went 7 of 32, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 5 runs scored for 34 points. And the last player he had above 30... Oh my god. Oh, you ain't gonna believe this. Okay. So, Buell, we're headed to your Tigers. Framir Valdez got him 30 over week 15. 7 innings, a win, and 30 points for Framir Valdez. Now we are headed to Amish. Yeah, I knew you would have that reaction. All right. We are headed to Amish, whose best player also comes from the Washington Nationals. Kurt, dude had to have been minus 30 last night. I'll check that here in a minute. But Curtis Mead, what a breakout week for him. 45 points. He went 14 of 33, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Looks like 9 runs scored, too, so he had a week. The best pitcher for him is actually the pitcher who barely got below 30, but it is the Phillies closer, Johan Duran. He had 29 points for him, 4 innings pitched, 3 saves for 29 points. So he had him a good week. And the last matchup of the week, I took the L against Worm Burners. Wow, we really didn't have a whole lot separating us as far as players go. We don't actually get to go over a whole lot of our players. But Worm Burners had 391 points. His best player... Okay, we're going back to Washington. Yep. K. Cavalli. 38 points. He went 12 innings, got a win, and 38 points for him. And his best hitter, we're going to the Mets. Carson Bench. Who had 28 points for him on 11 of 35 hitting, a home run, 4 RBIs, and 7 runs batted in. Now, for me, I only had 1 player over 30. I get to go to Arizona. Tell you what, though, I like the fact that this guy's starting to heat up. Gerardo Perdomo, who had been relatively quiet, had 33 points over week 15. 6 of 31, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 9 runs scored, 33 points. My best pitcher, ironically, and I can't believe this was the case, my best pitcher was Matthew Liberatore of the St. Louis Cardinals. He had 24 points, 6 innings pitched in a win, and that is your weekly recap for the matchups of Week 15. I am going to go over how the standings look right now, real quick, as far as playoffs go. Oh, I dropped big time. Okay, well, more on that here in a minute. Your top 4 teams in our league are Flat Four Seamer, who has a 13-2 record. The second best record goes to Striped Sluggers, who has a 12-5 record. Yeah, or 10-5, 10-5 record. Sorry, 10-5. Your third best record is Flawless Victory, who also has a 10-5 record. Fourth best record is Fighting Amish, who is also 10-5. Starting to set the pattern here. Your fifth best record is Warm Burners, who is also 10-5. Guess what? Your sixth team is your boy, Cardiac Cards, with a 10-5 record. So we are all super close. Your seventh best record is Garrett's team, 99 Problems. He's 9-6. The eighth place team, which is Adam Cole, baby, and the eighth place team is Adam Cole, baby, who is 9-6. The ninth seeded team is Dave Swanson, who is also 9-6. 9-6. Also, with the 10th spot is Wicked Hyenas. 8-7 goes to Wit's Cosmopolitan, who is 8-7. And the last team to qualify for the playoffs, if the season ended today, is New York Evil Empire. Our boy Adam is 7-8, and he is hanging on to that 12th seed. However, right on his heels is David's Daring Team, who is 7-8. Trucked, who is 6-9 at seed number 14. Also 6-9 for Bullet Club's Elite. 5-10 for Trees Elite. Arizona Rattlers. Buell, you are 4-11. O Strong is 2-13. And the Baltimore Sharks finally got their win, and they are 1-14 on the year. I will be updating those on my X account, but I just wanted to make sure that, and I'll say this in my post, that I actually will do a rundown recap, fantasy recap. Before we get into before I end up posting them on X is what I want to say. I'm going to do it on here before I post it on X. Now, wanted to answer Buell's question real quick about Valdez from last night. So, first things first. I need to see who has him. No, it wasn't Amish. I think it was the guy that was facing Amish last week. I need to see who was facing Amish last week. Give me a minute, y'all. No, it was Flat Four Seamer that was facing Amish last month. Or last week. Jesus. Oh, okay. Okay, well, Buell, you were almost right. It was minus 21 for Valdez last night. Yeah, he went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 5 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, only had 1 K. So there you go, Buell. Minus 21 for Valdez. Now, I'm going to move my camera back up at its appropriate position now. Move display camera. Well, most big king of the hill episode I've been on should start to evolve into something. Oh, okay. All right, now, for those of you that need a rundown of what happened on Monday's stream on Twitch, be sure to go to Twitch, Cardiac Cards, twitch.tv/Cardiac Cards 86. I stream my BaseballHeaven franchise on there I stream on there every Saturday and Monday. And so I wanted to sort of just pretty much sort of describe where we're at. So, let's talk about our huge blockbuster trade. I don't know if any of you stuck around for this at the end of stream on Monday, but this one was a pretty big deal. It set up what I wanted to do this offseason pretty well. So, we're going to go to transactions. So, there's the trade. For perspective, we traded for J.R. Ritchie, J.P. Paulson, and Dwayne Sloan. So let me explain for Lars Nootbaar. So let me explain what my thought process on this trade was. Let's go to League. Let's go to Top Prospects. That's why I traded Lars Nootbaar. Yeah, I got the top 3 Braves pitching prospects for Lars Nootbaar. And while I like Lars Nootbaar a lot, I can use this to move Joshua Baez to left field and give him regular playing time and boost him up at the bottom of the order. That is why I traded Lars Nootbaar. I now, realistically, I am sitting on a pitching gold mine in my minors. And that's not even counting him, or RJR Richie, who I also traded for. So realistically, yeah, look at that, y'all. I have the 6th best minor league system in baseball. Based off of one trade. I am very excited about the trade. Also, why did I feel the need to trade Nootbaar? I had to make room, money-wise, for our ace. Welcome to St. Louis, Chris Bubich. You are our new ace. So we landed our big fish that we wanted to in free agency. Oh, by the way, for those asking about Scooball, haha, wasn't available. However, it does make me wonder if I could use... We're going to decline that. It does make me wonder if I throw... I'm sure he's not going to be available to be traded for. I'm sure he's locked. Yeah, he's locked. This player is currently on the untouchables and cannot be traded at this time. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to worry about that. The question now... I want to upgrade at starter. Or I want a young left-handed reliever. Here's what I'm thinking in free agency. I'm currently going after him. At this point, I'm probably not going to get him. And you know what? I am going to probably edit where I put the camera. There we go. Yeah, I want him. I'm probably not getting him. Adrian Moron. So, I want him really badly. It's probably not going to work out. So, then my question is, I want relievers. I want left-handed relievers. I know your left-handed reliever doesn't have to particularly be young. So I guess the question is, what would be the good age for a left-handed reliever out of the pen? The youngest is actually Romero, who I had last year. And his stats last year were not great. His ERA nearly shot up 2 full runs from last year. Or from the year before. Allowed way more home runs, allowed way more earned runs. He pitched less, but gave up 17 more hits. He had 7 blown saves. It was kind of a rough year. So if I don't bring back JoJo, and yet I want a left-handed reliever, what are we looking at here? Like, there's Gregory Soto, there's AJ Puck, there's Sean Newcomb, there's Brooks Riley, there's AJ Minter. Like, from an ideal perspective, I would like somebody a little bit on the younger side of things. but I'm also very aware of what I am having to deal with here. And I realize that a young left-handed arm may not be the way I'm going to be able to go. Ferguson's not a bad option. Ferguson's not a terrible option. How did he do last year? Oh, he actually had a really good year. Yeah, you know what? We're going to offer a contract to Ferguson, too. Because my thought process is, with this, I'm not going to get Adrian. I have said this a million times and have not gotten Adrian once. So let's just see how this goes. But yep, we signed Chris Bubich, 6 years, $199 million. So let's see how this goes. That's a hell of an offer for Lipitor. However, I'm going to reject both deals. Because I still want to free myself. I want to have money in case I do something different. My God, get out of here. That was the worst and best episode of King of the... Worst and best episode of King of the Hill? We're not going to do Straw. And we're not going to do Santander. However, I will change my trade target. I don't particularly need a catcher anymore. So we'll try for a left fielder. And sort of see where we go. Yeah, he's probably going to the Dodgers. I would overpay because I want him on my team, but he's not taking the contract, so this is just going to be something that I'm just going to have to accept. Yep. Yep. Signed with the Dodgers, no hard feelings, but their offer is too good. That's fine. That's fine. Overall plot terrible, but hit on a lot of issues from the past. Possibly last John Redcourt appearance was very fitting. Oh, you kind of fit what I need, actually. Okay, season 15, episode 5. Okay. What is your contract looking like, buddy? Okay. You got ARB, and then you're a free agent. Libby's got at least a few more arbitration years. However, he's kind of what I need. What are we thinking here? It's definitely an upgrade at a position that I need. It's not costing me that much more money. This still lets me potentially shop for a starter if I need one. What are we thinking here? I'm tempted to take it, actually. Let me counter and see if I can get a prospect of theirs. Or a young player of theirs. Yeah, let's try to build that up a bit. Decline. Waiting for the Rays response. Okay, now we're looking for a starter. Okay, so he's also talking to two mystery teams. Ferguson. From a starting pitcher perspective, ooh, that ERA is not fun, Flaherty. Okay, Mize had a pretty good ERA. Okay, Brady Singer's not terrible. Pretty solid year for Trevor Rogers. Do we try getting Trevor? I'm gonna. Oh my God! Duh. Oh my! Uh. So, guys. Wow. Wow. Truckett, Buell, you here for this? Buell, do I give you guys Matthew Liberatore for Kerry Carpenter? Oh, that's wild. Meh. See, I think the need I have more. Yeah, see, his contact and power versus righties is great. Lefties, it's not particularly good. Meh. Meh from Trucked? Okay. How old? Am I gonna get age? Does it, like, well, give me an age. Does it not put their age on these cards? Okay, there it is. Oh, he's 29 too. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one on the back burner. I'm not doing the J one. I'm gonna keep that Carpenter one on hold. Okay. Yankees bring back their closer. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go to Trade Hub. Let's decline that. Let's decline that. See, I do want to play Joshua Baez in left, though. And I don't wanna forsake Baez's development just for a short run. So I'm making the transition into oh, what the heck? Oh, I didn't bring up your comment. Hold on. Yeah, it literally didn't bring up your comment. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna keep that one, but I am going to good with that offer that the Rays gave me earlier. Okay, let's do. You know what? Yeah, we'll offer that trade. Yeah, I appreciate the Kerry Carpenter trade, but I definitely want the left-handed reliever out of the pen. Oh, Woodruff goes to a new team. Jazz going to the Padres. Hello, Slam Diego. Okay, canceling the Freeland trade. Yes. Stop simulating. Free agency. Water. You didn't pitch terrible last year for Toronto. I'll add to the big board. I'm going to hang on, and we're going to move forward, because I want to see if this Lipitor trade... That's fine. What? Ooh, four-seam curve, sinker, slide, sweep. Alright, so... Do I add Rogers and try for the 1-2 lefty punch of Rogers and Bubic? Or do I wait and see what else happens at the winter meetings? Because somebody's going to offer him a deal here in a minute. Do I try to cut in and rob him of the deal? You know what? Let's try offering him that. I'll be willing to take the hit if he signs. Nope. Okay. That's fine. Picking the Diamondbacks. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Best luck to you, Trevor. No hard feelings. Started watching yesterday. Guys, you were literally the one that offered me that exact trade. Yeah. Oh, that's garbage. You all offered me that exact same trade. Second baseman. I'm going to offer the trade. I'm going to keep offering this trade because you were the guys that offered it first. No. What are your pitches? First seed, cutter, sinker, slur. You... Let's go left fielder. Taylor Ward. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, Jake McCarthy can field. Okay, yeah, bat left. How did you do last year? 21 homers? That ain't too bad. Especially in Seattle. I'm gonna edit for now. Draft lottery. All right, let's see the draft lottery real quick. Okay. That's left. Mickey Moniak. All right, then I'll tell you what. I'm going to ignore you. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll send it to him. I'm going to remove from big board. Let me look at our lineups here. Okay, so we got Blaze. God dang it. Okay. I need to trade these Rule 5 picks. Now I wish I wouldn't offered him that contract. Oh well. If I get both, then I get both. Alright, let's see. Okay. Gallon going to the Royals? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did it? Wait. I'm gonna move my camera. Hold on. Oh yeah, now you'll do the offer that I want. You know what? Fine. Okay, that fills a need short term. So now... Yep, there we go. Clevenger, Swabson, and O'Brien. We have a starter spot open, which could work with any of the multitude of arms that we have in the minors. All right, let's see. You're about ready. You might start with the big club now that I think about it. I might bring you up. I might bring you up if nothing else. See, now I'm worried about the contract that I offered the other guy. Dang it. Yeah. Crap. Hank went to a marijuana dispensary in New Mexico. I don't think I could trade him either. Yep, I can't trade him before June 15th. Call yourself Frank. Oh my god. Well, actually, that might not be too bad. Where's Ferguson? Okay. Oh my god. Yes, good. I can send you down to triple. Thank God. Dang it. I didn't expect to get that trade for Libby. Oof. Well, that puts me in an interesting spot here. Baez, who's an above-average fielder. I got Torres. So JC. Okay, so Torres could play multiple positions. JC could play multiple positions. I've got Crooks. I need Jacob Berry Tanner. I need to get rid of those two. But yeah, I'm going to save it here. I'm going to do the rest of this off stream. And then on Saturday's reveal, we will have our opening day of 2027 on stream. But now I'm going to go to Master Duel real quick because I promised. So let me hop into Master Duel real quick. Video is paused. Broadcasting only mic audio. Great. Here we go. Headed into Master